Hello, everybody on YouTube and all the NFL YouTube prognosticators and NFL fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren back here once again, giving you my thoughts about the NFL divisional round and my picks for the AFC and NFC Championship picks. Check them out. First off, before I get to my thoughts and picks, I want to send my condolences to Neil Peart, who recently passed away this past week from brain cancer, which gliophobia, whatever it's called. It was a really big disease of the brain. Oh my God, he's in a. If you guys don't know Neil Peart he is in a band called Rush right here. I'm wearing the Rush shirt right now. If I can take a look. So, anyways, he was the drummer of the band Rush. He was probably one of the greatest drummers that ever lived. Oh my God, they're from Canada. So some of you guys might know who might know Neil Peart is, like Justin's Bridgewater's finest, and Geo knows, they may know them. I mean, they're really a popular group, though. They really were, and members of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too. So, but Neil Peart was one of those craziest drummers that ever lived. You can compare him to Warren Moon. I mean, not Warren Moon, Keith Moon, and things like that. John Bonham. But yeah, he's definitely on the list too, on one of the greatest drummers that ever lived too. But they weren't originally made to be like a rock group until like Neil Peart came in the band and made it change like a preventing sound, which is like, if you don't know who Rush is, I definitely recommend it. Check out their instrumental song YYZ, Tom Sawyer. One of the songs they sing, well, Geddy Lee, the lead singer. Yeah, Spirit of the Radio, Free Will, Limelight. Oh my God! I mean, there's tons of great songs. Those are songs I could recommend you guys. I can recommend a lot of songs. If you want to know more, I can give you more. But I'm not making a whole list, But it's definitely Neil Peart was one of the best drummers that ever lived. I mean, he would definitely be missed. I'm definitely gonna miss him. That's for sure. But I know he's gonna be really missed because they're one of my favorite bands too. So it's like, yikes. Anyways, also want to send my condolences out to Oscar Lambloom. If you guys don't know who he is, I don't know if you guys follow hockey or not. I do hockey videos once in a while on my channel. So, anyways, Oscar LeBloom is a guy. I figured he was a shooter. I think he was a center. I think who suffered from Edwards lymphoma, which is known of a bone cancer, which is he's doing chemotherapy right now and radiation to take care of it. So he's on the member of the Philadelphia Flyers. So it's a disease that affects the younger generations too. So, anyways, I send my condolences out to him too. It's a rare kind of cancer though. It's really tough. So, and I guess he had a standing ovation the other night when I was watching my Bruins. I guess he was there. No, it was Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm sorry, but. Yeah, it's called Edwin's sarcoma, which is, I believe, is something like that. So, anyways, he's working on chemotherapy right now and radiation. He's working on that. He's done for the year for the NHL, which I don't know. I could do some NHL picks at the end of the after the Super Bowl. I don't know, but that's another thing. So, I want to send my condolences out to those two, and I hope Oscar Lambloom fights the good fight and beats this cancer. I mean, until then, let's get on to my picks. Okay, for my picks, I'm gonna start off my college picks though. I went 10-4 straight up, 8-6 against the spread. So it's like, okay, pretty good. So I didn't do the over and under. I did one over and under. That was the national championship game with LSU and Clemson, which I got that one wrong by 2. So I kind of missed that. So it's like, it's a good win from LSU. Congratulations to them to being the national champions. And good for them, really deserved it. They had LSU was going through a lot of situation going on. I forget his name, the offensive coordinator, who he lost his daughter-in-law, and he had his son there too. So there was a big emotional night for them. Yeah, things like that. So, anyways, LSU was the national champions in college football. So they had a good fight and played a really good game up until the fourth quarter. They were just pounding Clemson in, and they kind of knew it was over. And after that, it was you kind of knew. So, anyways, congratulations to LSU. Now they're the national champions. So, hey, what can you say? LSU, great, had a great year. They beat out some great teams, like not just Clemson. They beat They beat Alabama, which that's why Alabama's not in the playoffs. So it's out of that. So, anyways, that will do it. That's how I did against my college football picks. I'm really proud of that. But straight up in the divisional round, I did 3-1, which is really good. But if you would have done the opposite, what I would have done against the spread and over and under, you would have had yourself a hell of a week. You really would have. Anyways, when I ate against the spread, I went 0-4. And, of course, over and under, 1-3. So I did the big donut and they ate against the spread. And I'm like, yikes. Wow. What a tough one. Anyways, I think going into this game, I'm going to kick things off for the Tennessee Titans before I make my picks, I'm going to make my thoughts. The Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. You kind of knew it was a close game, but you kind of knew it was over as soon as the second half began for them, because San Francisco, they just found an answer and they just got into that. Jimmy Garoppolo just got in the mood, and look at what he's doing now. Yeah. And of course, Kirk Cousins, he's not the answer for the Minnesota Vikings. They're just a quarterback away for success, and they need a quarterback in the draft. And that's the thing I would go for if I were the Minnesota Vikings, is to get a quarterback. I don't care who he is. Draft a goddamn quarterback. Please. Viking fans are suffering right now. Then you get a quarterback right now. Because Kirk Cousins is not going to get you anywhere. He's not going to get you a Super Bowl championship. He's not going to get you anywhere. So, get a quarterback in the draft. All right, continuing on. The Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. If you would have told me that the Tennessee Titans would run over the Ravens and they would win the game the way they did, I would have said you were nuts. I really did, but that was not. Did not see that coming. Henry had a hell of a game. He run for like 183 yards in back-to-back weeks, so it's pretty good for Henry. So, they just stampede all over the Ravens defense, like Earl Thomas. They made him make him look like he was a college football player or a rookie defensive end. I was like, yikes on that one. So that's really rough. If you're the Ravens, right now, you're gonna figure out what you're gonna do now. And if you're Lamar Jackson, give up the running. Or get protection for Lamar Jackson. So that's the way I should lead for the Ravens. What they should do, that getting no protection, that really cost them that. So, yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm thinking the Ravens should get a protection for Lamar Jackson so he can throw the ball. Because running, mobile quarterbacks don't last long in the league. I've been saying that for a very long time, and I'm still defending that. So they need to get like a guard or something for Lamar Jackson to help him out. He really needs it. So, anyways, if you're John Harbaugh, I would worry about losing my job next year. If this comes down to it again. If it does. Other than that, watch out. If he doesn't get to the first round bye or at least go to the championship game next year, or at least go to the Super Bowl, John Harbaugh should be done. Fired. Gotta say, I respect John Harbaugh, but if you don't go to the playoffs in recent years, ever since Super Bowl 47, and you got a decent few years in the playoffs and not making it a few times, it's time for a change. That's up to next year. Alright. Continuing on, the Houston Texans, the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, if I were the Houston Texans, I would fire Bill O'Brien. What he did. You go up 24-0 going in the second quarter, then 10 minutes before the half, you go into 28-24 at halftime losing. And I'm like, I gotta be honest with you, that game, when I watched that game, I was like, geez, Houston's gonna win this thing. But all of a sudden, like 10 minutes before the half, Kansas City just lit it up. And Patrick Mahomes went 7 for 7 after that. Defense just came all over Houston. Bill O'Brien was going all over on fourth down. Oh, my God. Not for nothing, but if you're a coach in the NFL, you don't go for it on fourth down like every single drive. You don't go for that. It usually doesn't work. And I would just punt the ball on many situations like that. I mean, that was just bad play calling for Bill O'Brien. Really bad play calling. If I were Bill O'Brien, I would be ashamed of that. It's a real shame. Bill Belichick taught you better than that. I get the ceiling, the gutsiest calls. I get that. But really early in the game, do you really think you need to do that? I mean, come on. You just didn't bother to show up in the end of the half. Then you just got one touchdown in the second half. Just one. And it's just like, are you really kidding me? It's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, really? Anyways, I'm continuing on. Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. If I were Seattle right now, I would be complaining to the NFL like the New Orleans Saints are doing about the bad situations call because that was not a first down. I mean, that's the referee decision. That's fine. But, that was just a bad call. That was not a first down. Yeah, Jimmy Graham's helmet was on the line, but the ball didn't. So, I'm not here to judge, but you know what? It was a bad call. It was just really bad. You could just see that was just a mistake by the referees. What can you do? But that was just a bad call. He had a bad call. If I were Seattle, I would be complaining that and make a rule in the NFL just not to challenge it, but, fix that, et cetera, et cetera. But we'll have to wait and see. And now for the AFC Championship game and the NFC Championship games. Okay, I'm going to kick things off with the AFC Championship game. Going into this game, sorry about that. I heard some noises. But anyway, going into this game, Tennessee's traveling to Kansas City. All right, I'm going to say this. I will say this. Kansas City, the Titans? Sorry. I was going to say the Titans, but I said Chiefs. But the Tennessee Titans, what they need to do is find another game plan to stop Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. They need to do something with that. They're doing a hell of a job on defense, but offensively, they need to find better job. They need to do a better job. What they need to do to stop Kansas City, to reach the Super Bowl. I know Henry's been helping out, but they got to make another game plan to help out Henry out. He can't win by running the ball. Usually that doesn't work. I mean, it works sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. But but playing a game at like a really, really loud stadium like Arrowhead, you gotta keep throwing the ball. What the Chiefs need to do, the Titans, what they need to do, Mike Vrabel, what needs to do, he needs to look at the game from last year, what my Patriots did, see how Tom Brady did. You gotta keep throwing the ball when it comes to that Chiefs home field advantage. You're not gonna win by running the ball. What they're gonna do is the Chiefs they're not gonna know they're gonna give it to Henry. They're gonna know that. But if I were the Titans, I would find another game plan because if I were the Chiefs, I would go all over Henry. And if I were the Chiefs, step up to the plate like they did against the Houston Texans. That's what they need to do. But Tennessee, I understand what they did. It is what it is. But both those defenses really stepped up. I expect to be a low scoring in this game. I really do. So it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one to watch. But I think I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry, I had some noise back there. I want to try to do something. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, what I said before, I think what the Titans need to do, they need to find a better game plan. They really need to. Otherwise, they're not going to win it. So that's why I'm going to say the Kansas City Chiefs over the Green Bay, over Tennessee in this game. On the line, the Chiefs are favored by 7.5 in this game. And I'll tell you this, I'm going to go over 7.5 in this one. I'm going to go minus 7.5. I'm sorry. I was thinking the plus 7.5, but I think if they can, if they're just going to rely on David Henry, I don't think they're going to really do much. So I'm going to say Tennessee minus 7. Chiefs minus 7.5. Over and under, it's 51. I'm going to go over 51. And my final score in that one, the Kansas City Chiefs, 38. The Tennessee Titans, 24. All right, the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The San Francisco 49ers, not the Kansas City Chiefs. That was Super Bowl I. That could happen, but I don't know. But anyways, I think going into this game, this is going to be a low-scoring game, I think. I think this is going to be, well, it's going to be up on the 20s, I think. This is going to be a defensive battle. It's going to be a battle of Jimmy Garoppolo and Aaron Rodgers, see who's the best quarterback in the NFC. I mean, it's a really tough division. I mean, it was a tough conference this year, so there's no doubt about that. So it's good, but Aaron Rodgers will probably getting motivated for sure. But I don't know. But they're going on the road. That's going to be tough. The Packers can't afford another dud from Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones. So that's going to be, how are you going to do that? So it was going to be very interesting how to do that, and that's the two guys are going to be rely on. It was Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones. Anyways, going into that one, I really think, oh my god, and you got Devontae Adams. I really forgot to mention that. So, but what the Green Bay Packers need to do, they have guys like Nick Bosa, D Ford, DeForest Buckner, and Ark Armstead. That's a really solid defense. It's not a defense that the Green Bay Packers can do. So if San Francisco can figure out, Aaron Rodgers, oh my god, and then San Francisco can go out and win this thing. So anyways, I think that's what they're going to do. I think that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to say the San Francisco 49ers over the Green Bay Packers in San Francisco. And, of course, they met early in the year, too. When that was like a Week 10 matchup. It was 37-8 49ers in that one. So Green Bay can look for the redemption, too. But I don't know. But anyways, on the line, though, on the line, though, the 49ers are favored by 7 in this game. I'm going to take the 49ers minus 7. Over and under, it's 45. I'm going to go over 45. Okay, shout-outs for the week. My good friend, name's Noodle, so you can definitely check him out. He's a really good NFL YouTube prognosticator. He's been a viewer of mine for many years. So anyways, you got to check him out and the rest of the NFL YouTube prognosticators down below. And definitely check out Names Noodle. I mean, he's a great NFL YouTube prognosticator. And I don't know if he does his championship yet. Conference championship picks yet or not. So I haven't really focused on that. Who did what yet. I mean, I was busy with homework and school and things like that. So, hey, you get it. I got life to work on. So I'm working on it right now. So until then, this is Andrew Warren signing off, saying good luck to all of your picks this weekend. Rock out to Rush.